Hello guys and welcome to another edition of Warhammer Conquest. This is Rage Against the Dice and I'm Kevin, of course. This is issue 15. Now if you watched my last unboxing when I did the premium set 1, I was a little scatty and a bit all over the place. I was a bit thrown by the fact that it actually arrived because I completely forgot about it. We're back on topic today. As always, what we're going to do is start by having a look on the back. So issue 16, as you all know, because most of you will already have it, if you're in the UK and you collect anyway, 2 Intercessors, an Interceptor and 2 Hellblasters. Then issue 17 is the next set of scenery. Again, that's something I'm very, very excited for, as you guys know. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get the shrink wrap off this and then we're going to have a look at it. So guys, first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the dice. And they are the cheap dice. Same set you got last time. So, not the red ones obviously, but the white ones you got in a previous issue. So that means you now get 12 white dice within this set. That's pretty cool. Let's throw these to one side. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at this sprue. I want to make sure it's all in frame. I want to make sure that it's in focus. I don't want anyone attacking our comments section because they couldn't get a look at a plastic sprue. That's certainly not the type of guy I am. So this is a biologist putrefier, I believe it's pronounced, and it is a gorgeous model. I know what you guys are thinking. You're thinking, it's cool, because you're never ever going to build it. Aha! You're wrong. I've actually already filmed some of the building of some of the other models. So that's going to be going up on the channel in the next couple of weeks. It's filmed, it's all just waiting to be edited. I get there eventually, So let's have a look as always. It's got your colour coding, and I've actually started to separate my file into its different sections. I'm oddly pleased about that because I do love to sort stuff. So as always, you get a little bit about whatever the magazine's about, and on this occasion it's the biologist putrefier. Tells you he's a character, tells you his role, etc, etc. So follows the same pattern that all the other magazines do. Tells you about his weapon, the injector pistol, and it tells you about his hyper blight grenades. Then it starts talking about one of my favourite things about 40k, or technically 30k, which is the Horus Heresy. Anybody who hasn't looked at the Horus Heresy or read into it at all, there's a fantastic series of books. I definitely suggest you check them out. There's also a number of YouTubers who've done some really good videos on the Horus Heresy itself. I know Arch Warhammer has done a very, very good one, as has, I genuinely can't remember the name, I think 40k Theories did, but there's a couple of really good ones out there. I would definitely suggest listening to some while you're painting along or something like that. It's going to give you a big understanding. Oh, there's Ghost Dryer again. Weird. Yep, so you get some more stuff on the Heresy, and then you get the Assault on Ajax, which again is more on battles, a little bit on this side, and then we go across with the how to build as always, straight at the bottom there. Build safety, glue and clippers, teach you how to use them without chopping yourself. Part 1, part 2, that's the sprue itself that we looked at before. Mine was slightly more in focus than that though, if I'm honest. Then here you have it, you have how to put it together. Once again, all colour coded, blue and yellow, clips into the grey. Easy stuff. This is a really easy model to build from the look of it. And then we'll get onto the painting guide. So, you should already have received all these colours if you're up to date. Death Guard green, Abaddon black, pops across to the Retributor armour, Lead Belcher, which is the silver, Agrax Earthshade and Null Oil, which are the 2 washes, as you may remember. And then Bugman's Glow for some of the flesh bits, and it should show you that your model will look to this stage. One thing I will note is they're painting straight on plastic. I would advise, personally, to buy yourself some undercoat, or a primer. You can get that from Games Workshop, you can get it online from companies like Army Painter, or Vallejo, or you can even go to your local store, like a pound shop or something like that, pick up a cheaper primer, a black or a grey or a white, whatever you want to work with. I would suggest shaking it very, very thoroughly for 2 to 3 minutes. Warm up the can in some warm, not boiling water, and certainly don't do anything stupid like put it in a microwave. I've heard it happen, which is why I mention it from my days working in Games Workshop. But yes, warm it up, spray your model, and it gives you a better surface to work on. But for now, this doesn't talk about primers, so we'll move on. Another mission. So this is called Biological Warfare, and this uses quite a lot of your stuff, actually. So over the leaf, it'll show us... Oh, no, it shows you right down here. So what you'll need the Foul Blight Spawn and the Biologist Putrefier, which obviously came in this magazine. And then for the Marines, you're going to need 3 Intercessors, 3 Aggressors, and their Primaris Librarian. And as always, it shows you how each one moves. Looking over the page, you should get the stats. And you haven't. They've set them out in the same form that we're now learning. As you're following it through, it tells you a little bit more about them. But yeah, so you're starting to use these all the time now. If you're following it on and you're collecting it in order, or if you just play 40k and you're watching this because you're interested in what's in the magazine, you'll recognise those stat lines. So, weapons. Pistol, assault, grenades, rapid fire, and heavy. And it teaches you what each one is. So pistols can target enemy units within 1 inches, but it must be the nearest. They can shoot even if other units are within 1 inch of the target. If pistols are fired, a model can't fire other weapons. Then there's assault weapon. Assault weapons can fire even if the model advanced earlier in the turn. If they do so, they must subtract 1 from their to hit rolls. So it makes it slightly harder to hit. Grenades. In the shooting phase, 1 model in the unit equipped with a grenade can throw a single grenade instead of firing other weapons. Rapid fire weapons double their number of shots when firing at targets within half of their maximum range. So if your bolter shoots 24 inches, for instance, and you're within 12, then you get to fire double shots, which is pretty cool. And then heavy. Models with a heavy weapon subtract 1 from the hit rolls if they moved in the movement phase. So you can move, but you're a modifier to hit. So that's pretty cool. Then teach you about range, type, strength, armor penetration, damage, and abilities. And it shows you here exactly all of those bits. And then we've got a mission, Vectors of Disease, which again uses the models we were just talking about. It shows you how the map should be set up. If you've got the premium version, you can use the hardboard instead of the paper version. And then you get a mission briefing here at the end. One thing you'll notice, there wasn't any extra rules or anything like that. So this one didn't need to cover anything like that. And once again, issue 16 comes with these bad boys, and issue 17 comes with more scenery. So this was a slightly quicker one, guys. The magazine itself seemed to have a bit less in. Still think it's brilliant value for money because of the model you get on the front. Get extra dice, and anybody who's collected for any length of time will tell you that extra dice is always good. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like, give us a little thumbs up as it were. Leave a comment in the description below. Let me know what you think of the model that comes with this. If you're not from the UK, let me know how annoyed you are that you can't get this in your country. Because I know there's a lot of it about. I know people are selling them on eBay, but they're going for a fortune. If you are in the UK and you are collecting this, let me know what you've thought of it so far. If you're like me, you're 15 issues in here. Are you someone who collects it on the subscription basis and you have to wait 4 weeks for yours to arrive? It sucks, doesn't it? But I mean, we get it, and that's the main thing. So guys, thank you very, very much for watching. Pray the dice gods and hope they smile upon you. Take care.